Live from the Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts. This is the YouTube channel vlog show in which video games, flash game show gameplays, along with sports and wrestling news are the norm. This is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, good times, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now, here's the host of the show, the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Wonderful Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Big Beefy Man Cave here in New Big Beefy Bedford, Massachusetts. I'm Big Beefy E, the perpetrator of shenanigans of 1977, Eric Lima, hosting Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. I am your host. I said it already. We're going. Been a chaotic couple of weeks. Right over here online for me, but just to let you know, the damage control video will be up for rest of the week until next Tuesday, because I did make it yesterday, explaining myself for the situation fiasco that happened on Rantiversary 3, all that. I did talk to a few folks from the Bofus community and the Rant and Rave community. We're hoping to move on from this, and got some good people there. The mistake I made was when I complained about everybody not disrespecting Victoria on the live chat and everything else. Unfortunately, the good people it wasn't the good people that disrespected Victoria, like people like Gregory and Isabella. That's they stayed out of the live chat. It's the trolls that made things complicated for me, and it kind of messed me up mentally, so I do apologize again to Gregory and Adeline and Isabella for that. And I think I was kind of frustrated a little bit, so it kind of screwed me up a little bit, and I forgot to add that as part of my damage control video, and I apologize to everybody that's been affected by the situation, and I ask you all to forgive me. I'm not, I try to be careful with my words, and I try to be reasonable. I don't make crass jokes or anything like that. I don't make crass jokes like that or anything like that. I just, I make the worst dad jokes ever. Like with one deck of cards, say to the other deck of cards, don't want to deal with you. One card to the other card, you drive me crazy. So anyways, just to let you guys know, and the damage control video up will be another week until I decide to unlist that video. Once I unlist it, it won't be seen. But I do appreciate, because I want good people good folks in the Bofus part of the Bofus community, and everybody else take a look at that and tell me what they think. Listen, I'm a human being. There's no way getting around it, But I'm hoping to move on from the situation and hopefully be the best representative of Rant and Rave if I can be. But also I'll continue to support Bofus and the Sofas and the Bumbling Bozos, and that's why I've always incorporated some of their deal into my intros, outros, and commercials, commercial ads. I do. So I figured, despite the fact that I know a lot of people are going to be going their separate ways, some of my friends are going their separate ways, but I'm going to continue supporting, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to show people respect, and I am, it's that when I think for me, when I get frustrated, I tend not to think clearly, unfortunately, and I say something that, when I say I was disappointed, and it was the trolls in the live chat that kind of screwed everything up for everybody at that point. And then and like I said, it wasn't and people tell me they feel bad for me and all that. Listen, I mean, things are going to happen. Things happen, and it is what it is. But I'll be all right. I'm still going to do my show. This is my show. I'm still going to do it. This is why I basically do a one-man podcast, I think. And I feel very comfortable with that. That way, if anybody says something, if I say something, I take the fall. No one else does. I don't need anyone to defend me. I'm going to make making mistakes. Sometimes I will have a bad day. I will say something, but I will apologize. It's like, listen, I'm a cool dude, right? I'm a cool dude. I'm gonna breathe, relax. We're gonna have some fun. All right. A couple things though. I do want to get to, and I figured that's out of the way. One of the things I do want to get to, you know, Halloween is coming up. I usually, and as a Christian, I usually don't celebrate Halloween, but I have a lot of fun a little bit. You know, I think I did dress up and rant and rave about a couple of years ago for Halloween. Well, no, it was a year ago. Halloween, I was dressed up kind of rocker dude with a mullet and all. Well, I got something better this year, and what I'm going to do is for now Saturday Superstar K. I want to thank Psycho Mike Wilson, Mike Psychopath the Legend. I want to thank him for inspiring me to do this. You know, he was on the interview with David St. Dennis, which his channel is thriving. Check that out. I ended up chatting with them yesterday, and he said, hey, so he said likes to come from the games. He mentioned Sunset Riders, so I was really, Sunset Riders, yeah, you know. And David asked, what game you want Eric to play for Saturday, or it's my Saturday Superstar Gate? He goes, since he mentioned it, Sunset Riders. So, Psycho Mike, for you, Sunset Riders. Time to ride off into the sunset. And I have a Nintendo Switch. Now, this is going to be fun. It's going to be 3 games for the Nintendo Switch that I'll be playing for the next 3 weeks. As you know, October, the 2 Saturdays before Halloween, I'll be playing some Halloween-y-like games. In this case, the 22nd, I will be playing Night Slashers. And that gave me an idea, because you want to know what's going on. Night Slashers is basically Final Fight meets Castlevania. And I have the game for the Switch. So Night Slashers will be one of the games I will be playing. So, on the Nintendo Switch. And, thanks to the Capcom Fighting Collection for the Nintendo Switch, the 2 days before Halloween, I'm going to play Night Warriors Darkstalkers Revenge. I'm hoping that's why I'm going to be playing on here, because all the games are on here. So, yeah, Night Warriors Darkstalkers Revenge. I'm going to be playing that, because that's my favorite Darkstalkers game of all time. It has all 5 Darkstalkers games I have in the anthology. Red Earth is there too, which I cannot believe it. And it's for the Nintendo Switch. You know what? It's a very good decision, very good thing I've had the Nintendo Switch. And I do, however, want to thank Gregory for saying he had ColecoVision. ColecoVision. I'm going to bust that out and take a picture of it and show it off in the network community. I think that should be a huge necessity. And plus, you talked about, Jerome Latimer talked about Carlton Fisk's home run. I got the picture there, up there in my wall. I think I showed it around the room, so it's pretty cool. So I will be showing, for all those ColecoVision freaks out there, I will show my ColecoVision box soon. I have the set. I didn't set it because it's not compatible to the. I'm hoping Hyper King gets on this. All right, create a ColecoVision like system that would be compatible to play on a high def TV. Get that going, Hyper King. Come on. So that's the deal here. And so yeah. Also on Halloween now, I'm going to do 2 different videos. One, I'm going to do the regular Martindale Mondays. All right, tic-tac-toe. 2, I'm going to have a little bit of fun because, as you know, I do tic-tac-toe, Joker's Wild, Bullseye on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. This is going to be fun for Halloween since the devil, the dragon, and the lightning bolt are 3 scariest elements in those 3 game shows I just mentioned. I'll be playing all 3 game shows on Halloween Monday. I'm going to call it the Jack Scary and Dan Enfright Productions, my version of Halloween Havoc. And I think I'm trying to make a thumbnail where I'd do I'm ready to fight them and do a wrestling match. It'd be 3-on-1 handicap match, Big Beefy Eric Lima versus the Devil, Dragon, and Lightning, the Unholy Trio, called the Scary and Enfright Unholy Trio or something like that. I don't know. It's going to be a lot of fun, though, because I like playing the bonus rounds and all that. And am I going to be dressed up for the occasion? I might, just to make everybody laugh. I'm going to make sure I don't scare my dog. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to scare anybody in my family. I don't want to scare my dog. So, Tune in for that, okay? It's all coming up towards the end of October. And then you put all the Halloween stuff away, get ready to set up for my parents. My father's already got the Christmas lights hung up on the house. Not only that, there's a Christmas bow hanging up in front of our door. Not even Thanksgiving yet. If you go to Walmart, there's Christmas stuff already out. You're telling me. I got my Christmas stuff in here. In fact, heck, hold up, just one more thing. Went to Walmart the other day. It's Morphin time. Dragon Zord. There you go. I'm hanging this up on my tree this year. Got a lot of Power Ranger figures, let me tell you. Anyways, I got a lot of Power Ranger stuff hanging in my tree. Let me tell you about the birds and the bees. Alright, so with all that out of the way, it's already 10-minute mark. Let's get going on this thing. NXT. I know we're going to talk some wrestling. NXT right now, from last night. Today's October the 12th, by the way. So, yeah, Columbus Day's already passed. And, whoo! Craziness. Let me tell you. I probably something inside that Coke and I ate. They didn't sell an adult Happy Meal at the New Bedford McDonald's. I don't know what's up with that. Anyways, NXT champion Bron Breakker in a 9-title bout against Javier Bernal. Big body Javi. No, not the Dino Fury Black Ranger. Or now the Cosmic Fury Black Ranger. But might I digress. Bron Breakker obviously won because Javier Bernal likes to run his mouth. And Breakker basically shut him up. And, J.D. McDonough confronted Bron Breakker after the matchup. Ilja Dragunov gets involved. Wild fights are happening. Accidental spears and brawls and everything else. Ilja Dragunov accidentally hit Breakker, and he was holding the NXT title up in the end. Alba Fyre cut a promo on Mandy Rose. As you know, Mandy Rose will defend that title at Halloween Havoc against Alba Fyre. That's going to be a heck of a matchup because Alba Fyre is a former NXT UK Women's Champion under the name of Kaylee Ray. North American title ladder qualifying matchup. The rubber match of this best of 3 series between Axiom and Nathan Frazer. For those of you who don't know who Axiom is under the mask, it's A-Kid, former NXT UK superstar. And Nathan Frazer is a former NXT UK superstar, but he was trained by Seth freaking Rollins, mind you. Nathan Frazer did win the matchup, and he'll be the 5th man and final man to qualify for the matchup. So the North American title ladder match goes like this. Ladder match for North American title. Former champ Carmelo Hayes. Oro Mensah is in it. Von Wagner is in it, as well as Wes Lee is in it. And now Nathan Frazer. So there we go. Mackenzie Mitchell, Ilja Dragunov is speaking about, he said, he made a statement. He's ready to head out. Mackenzie Mitchell interviews him. And then that loudmouth Australian who comes in here, this is a Grayson Waller fit. Yeah, Grayson Waller, that idiot, once again. He decided to do a lot of this, let me tell you. Do a lot of this. Guess what happened? Ilja Dragunov said, I'm going to stay, I'm going to kick your butt. And why the heck are you wearing your grandmother's sunglasses? Gotta love Ilja Dragunov. I like Ilja Dragunov. His name's Dragunov. It's power, It has that power in that, He would have been a great 4th member of Imperium. Kind of think about it, because he had a great rivalry with Gunther in NXT UK. I gotta admit, it's going to be really, really cool. Anyways. So Valentina Feroz, well, she's feeling a little bit down because her partner, the lovely Yulisa Leon. If you check out Yulisa Leon, she's gorgeous. Let me tell you. Talked to Sangha and asked Sangha, will you be my Corey? Yes, I think she was concerned because Sangha was seen with Veer Mahan last week, if I'm not mistaken. Indi Hartwell to interrupt and says that it may be your jungle, but the ring's mine, my neighborhood. So Apollo Crews did cut a promo on Grayson Waller while writing his little diary. He's going to leave you in the dark. I don't know if Apollo Crews is going for some supernatural dark gimmick or something like that. I mean, we have to look into that. That's going to be very interesting. But they'll face each other at Halloween Havoc. October the 22nd. That's going to be another thing. I forgot Halloween Havoc's on the 22nd. So I might as well get that Night Slashers game done and over with. I know it starts at 8, and that's the only people. I got a lot of videos to do that weekend. It's going to be nuts, let me tell you. I did 6 videos last weekend on that Saturday. Because of everything going on, a little crazy. Anyways, So the match happened between Valentina Feroz and Indi Hartwell. During the match, Veer Mahan comes out, talks to Sangha. Sangha's like, and Sangha does walk with him. And Valentina Feroz did not notice until the last few minutes. Indi Hartwell took advantage. Hartwell won the match. And Pretty Deadly, who looked like a couple of and Pretty Deadly's attempt to try to adjust to the surroundings here in America. And, here's a little... And I look at Kit Wilson, and I'm looking at him like, Kit Wilson reminds me a lot of John Morrison. Reminds me of John Morrison. I've got to tweet that. Gotta let Kit Wilson and John Morrison know what's up. And Elton Prince... little bit of news about Elton Prince. Kelly Kincaid, who was once known as Quinn McKay in Ring of Honor, who is now signed with the WWE and going by the name of Kelly Kincaid, they're dating. Elton Prince and Kelly Kincaid are dating. Figured, wait a minute, what about Dak Draper, who I think they must have broke up and everything else. And long distance relationships, relationships in WWE or in wrestling in general, I should admit, sometimes works out, sometimes they do not. Sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. And when you're in one organization and you're in another organization, that's kind of difficult. But I think that I think Kelly Kincaid and Elton Prince make a good couple, in my opinion. So what? I think Dak Draper is kind of like a dope, if you ask me. Anyways, yeah, Dak Draper's kind of a bit of a dope. He was out for himself. Anyways, they were talking about the three teams that will face each other in a triple threat. Whoever wins that match will face them, I think, Halloween Havoc for the NXT Tag Team titles. Edris, Enofe, and Malik Blade, Brigs and Jensen with the lovely Fallon Henley, and the Dyad with Joe Jacy, members of the Schism. What a team name, the Schism, and who the Dyad is formerly known as the Grizzled Young Veterans. James Drake is known as Jaggery now, while Zach Gibson is known as Rip Fowler. Strange names, man. Strange names. I missed a soon-to-be number one in Brockwell. I'm kind of, it was going to be sad, too. We're going to miss that chant of, if you hate Zach Gibson, shoes off. I wonder if they can still do that. We don't all like you. Our shoes are off. Anyways. I'm a nutcase and a half. Anyways. I need to get back to being myself again. After everything that's happened, I need to get going here. Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Cora Jade. Now, I want to address something. I want to address something. I'm going to go on Twitter because, as you know, Cora Jade will be facing Roxanne Perez. Oh, by the way, Booker T is now the new color commentator for Vic Joseph. So that means expect a lot of shucky ducky quack quack. Let's see if I can. Let's see. Do you think? Don't tell me Johnny Gargano's back. Okay. What the heck? What in the world? What in the blazing turkey monkeys is going on here? Okay. Some weird stuff going on in my Twitter account. Uh-oh. Willie who? Oh, Willie Spence from American Idol. Hmm. 23 years old. That's even worse. Oh, he was killed in a car accident. Oh, crap. I'm sorry, folks. All right, let me let me. Okay. And I would say WWE NXT. WWE NXT. I gotta watch the bump. Come on, hey, what, dude, come on. Son of a turkey. Am I still recording here? Am I still recording? Yeah, 20 minutes in. I'm trying to... Okay, where was I? Yeah, Mackenzie Mitchell was interviewing Cora Jade. Here we go. Now, next week, here's the fun part. It will be... Alright, here's the deal. Now, as you know, Pick Your Poison will happen next week. Alright? And Cora Jade was talking about... Cora Jade was running her mouth saying, "Oh, Roxanne's got no friends and everything else," and Mackenzie Mitchell goes, "I don't think that's true because Roxanne went over to SmackDown to pick Cora Jade's opponent, while Cora Jade will pick Roxanne's opponent from Monday Night Raw. That's what's going to happen next week. So." A Raw and a SmackDown superstar will be appearing next week on NXT. Who is it going to be? It seems like Cora Jade is trying to aim for Rhea Ripley, which is going to be... That'll be a heck of a fight, really. You know, Rhea Ripley. And I would not be surprised if Roxanne goes by the way of Natalya again. Or could Raquel Rodriguez be the one? Or could a member of Damage Control take on Roxanne Perez? I'd like to see Roxanne Perez versus Io Sky. Let's make that match happen, ladies. Let's make that match happen. I would love to see that matchup. I think I did tweet about that. It was a heck of an idea. Anyways, and then Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Gigi Dolan and Jacy Jayne, and as you know, Mandy Rose was not there because her brother had passed away. And so I think she was trying to help the family, grieve with the family, and help them prepare all that. So my condolences and prayers go out to the NXT Women's Champion and her family as well. Also to Mandy Rose, because she lost her colleague in that same week or same day. Sarah Lee, the winner of Tough Enough, Mandy Rose ended up being the runner-up of Tough Enough, ended up passing away at the age of 30. And my condolences and prayers go out to the family of Sarah Lee as well. And it seems like they say they have a surprise for... because Alba Fyre goes one-on-one with Jacy Jayne. They say they have a bit of surprise for her. I don't know what Gigi Dolan and Jacy Jayne were talking about. I love Gigi Dolan, let me tell you. Between her and the Kiana Lyons, Lord have mercy. Anyways, Kiana James, who was another one of my favorites in NXT, was calling about Chase U, and I think she wants to expand Chase U or something like that. She's a businesswoman, so she went. So Alba Fyre went one-on-one with Jacy Jayne. Alba Fyre won the matchup and she escaped, but a hooded fan in the crowd grabbed Alba Fyre and started attacking her. It's Sonya Deville, and I thought to myself, that's right. I think with Mandy Rose being busy preparing for her brother's funeral and whatnot, Mandy Rose always had his ace up her sleeve, and I knew Sonya Deville would be and I thought about it and I was like, why was Sonya Deville? And I went, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, best friends. And I'll tell you one thing right now, I think Gigi Dolan and Jacy Jayne kind of planned all this with Mandy Rose. And next week, Alba Fyre is going one-on-one with Sonya Deville. That's going to be a matchup I'm looking forward to. So, the Schism upset after losing the triple threat match, and they've come to find out they take on Cameron Grimes and a couple of partners of his, and whoever Cameron Grimes got, Schism better be forewarned. Nikki Alliance and Zoe Stark cut a promo about how they're gonna continue to work as a team and try to go for the tag team championships. The women's tag team titles held by Kaden Carter and the lovely Katana Chance, and it will be something that be very interesting to see in the long run. I love Nikki Alliance. Trust me on that one. If I had the top 5 favorite women of NXT currently right now, Nikita Lyons, Gigi Dolan, Katana Chance, Kiana James, and I would have to say Roxanne Perez. So that would be my 5 favorite. Quincy Elliott and Hank Walker were talking to security group after the last day. They said, listen, it's going to be a matchup. They were talking about it. And then Hank Walker says, hey, dude, I got your back. And so, cool. And then a slap. And Quincy Elliott reminds me. So, Wesley took on Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Wesley did pick up the victory. But Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes tried to attack Lee. Oro Mensah got involved. Oro Mensah and Wesley as a tag team would be pretty cool. After all, Oro Mensah, under his real name, Oliver Carter, is a former NXT UK Tag Team Champion. And Wesley's a former NXT Tag Team Champion as well. And then Mackenzie Mitchell interviews Sonya Deville along with Gigi Dolan and Jacy Jayne. They're talking about how they, how everything was planned. Mandy Rose is a smart woman. Trust me, she is. That's why she's the undisputed NXT Women's Champion. The Creed brothers and Ivy now visit Roderick Strong in the hospital. Roderick Strong's in a wheelchair, holding his neck. They listen, Diamond Mine forever. And I think they're trying to smart from Damon Camp's betrayal. So we'll see what happens in that endeavor. As you know, it'll be an ambulance match between Julius Creed and Damon Kemp. If Julius loses, Brutus Creed will be leaving NXT. So this will be something else. Then Thea Hale took on Kiana James one-on-one, but before then, Mr. Stone, loudmouth boy, decided to go in the ring and was complaining about how he got body slammed by Thea Hale. He got body slammed by a girl, Mr. Stone, because you keep running your mouth and you don't know when to shut up. Thea Hale, back body drops him, but Kiana James took advantage of the situation. Referee rang the bell. Kiana James rolled her up, pinned him. So, and Tony D'Angelo talked to Stacks, and Stacks says, I lost, and everything else. Tony D'Angelo said, listen, he was a little upset. He said, I'm going to choose your opponent for next week. So, let's see what Stacks Lorenzo is going to be put to the test. Vlad Wagner talks to Mr. Stone. Says, what happened out there? What's up with you getting slammed by a girl? Listen, I'm going that ladder match, and I'm going to be the North American champion. And then Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Cameron Grimes and talked about, well, my partners know who the Schism is and all that. Well, we know now, here's the deal. When Schism walked away after their promo, that red hooded figure followed them. Who was it? That's what we're going to find out. Probably that red hooded figure will probably make an appearance next week and get involved in this 6-man tag that is coming. And then Cora Jade interrupts Mackenzie Mitchell and says, well, I got Rhea Ripley on the phone and all that. The main event, Ilja Dragunov against Grayson Waller. No surprise, Dragunov with a torpedo mascot won. And Braun Breaker then speared Ilja Dragunov to end NXT for October the 11th, 2022. Alright, so that's it. That's all the time we have on this show. Episode number 81 of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And this is the NXT Event Center for October the 11th, 2022. And it's a beautiful day out. It's 70 degrees. It's 69 degrees. It's like spring weather out there, man. It's supposed to be fall. What's up with that? I don't know. It's like summer don't want to let go. That's the crazy thing. But unfortunately, my air conditioner has been taken out. So, and it's right there. It's getting right there. It's crazy, isn't it? But however, next episode 82, the 5th edition of the Joker's Wild. I hope you guys will tune in for that. And hope you guys look forward to it. I like for everybody to look forward to all my fun stuff. And like I said, again, for the damage video, damage control video, I do apologize, but I felt like I needed to say something after all that's been through, because it looks like, you know, when you catch yourself in a crossfire in something that has nothing to do with you, or, you know, that's the thing. You know, for me, I was just trying to, you know, I was just trying to say, hey, you know, listen, we got a guest in here. We like to, you know, we want to show respect to our guest, and yeah, you know, like I said, and obviously I got called out on that, and I'm not, yeah, I'm a little bit upset, but, you know, what I was basically trying to do is basically damage control, and I fell flat in my face, man. That's how it is. All right, then. So I'll see you guys later. I will see you on the next episode. Until then, on the next episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977, Mr. Announcer, could you please take us home? That is all for today's episode. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A big beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Production, and in association with a sweet bumbling bofa raver telepictures and distribution. See you next episode, and have a very blessed day.